again to the Hidden Day and an update on the W-4 process. As you know, we've done a couple of these before, but the IRS is making some changes, and we're growing right along with that. So we're going to have a redo of the whole series. It's actually a lot easier, and we have more successes. So you all know Holly, as known as Hollywood, on the Telegram channels. So hey, Holly.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Couldn't be better.
Wow, you look fantastic. So
thank you.
we're gonna just thank the Lord for all the good things He's pouring on us and information that He's given us in these last days, and we just give Him all the glory. So I wanted to ask you, number one, we're going to start right from the beginning. So tell us a little bit about why we're doing this W-4 process, as we call it, and give it a basic idea of what it's all about.
Basically, we are doing the W-4 process to be able to report to the IRS all of the corporations in commerce that are using or have used our social security numbers in commerce.
Okay, so this isn't like just some scam where we're going to try and go get money out of thin air, as a lot of people are trying to do. This is actually a duty we have then, because if they're using our social security number, what you're saying is that is a form of employment, and that's why we're using the W-4 form?
That's exactly right.
Okay, so I don't know if you're aware of that, folks, but anyone for any reason that uses your social security number, like a loan, like a credit card, like your mortgage, like even a traffic ticket or some court issues, anyone that asks you for your social security number, the IRS considers that an employee relationship. So we're actually doing our duty. This isn't a nefarious, scary thing to do. Our duty is to report that. So we're just going to go ahead and report that, right, Holly?
Yes, and we should keep in mind the fact that perhaps our driver's license is being requested. Say, for example, Sam's Club. You're not presenting the social security number to do business with Sam's Club. You're presenting the driver's license. But we all know the driver's license links back to the social, so it would be the same. Everything links back to the social.
Mm-hmm. That's right. When I got my license, they wanted my social. So everything links right back to it. Well, that's interesting that Babylon would actually do that to us and then not tell us about it. And in doing some more research, I also found out that in their trickery, they actually could possibly take identity theft and actually proclaim that they're you and claim exempt so they don't have to pay the taxes on it. Is that correct?
Yeah, and claim the abandoned credits that we're not reporting to the IRS, and even claim that we are the employees. So like courthouses, for example, I've seen the proof. They are pretending you legitimately are the employee.
Wow. So it is my duty then, if I have a court situation, to report it to the IRS via the W-4 form. Now, the question is this: how much do I know that they're paying me? How would I find that out?
There's tools that we just follow the money, and that would be what I would consider to be an advanced or a complicated filing. And right now we just want to stick to a good, strong foundation that we can build. Those other tools will come in handy, just building from there. But that's a complicated filing.
Okay. So in lieu of the complicated filing, could I just say, hey, this is my good faith assessment on this, and then put an amount that I think it would be worth, but then write them a note and say, hey, if this is a mistake, I give you permission to correct it?
You guys do whatever you want to do. I know how I do it, and it's considered complicated, and it's very thorough.
Okay, you do like to be thorough. I was just thinking because, I'm sure there's some people that are watching or may not be as thorough as you are, and wondering if there's a way to have them do it. Because I know if you do, let's say you do your taxes, you can check the little box that says, hey, you do my taxes for me, and then give them all the paperwork. So I was wondering if that was a possibility.
Sure, you can abandon as many credits as you want in the process of doing the W-4 sandwich. And that's essentially what you have to measure. That's the risk that you run. Doing it with half of the knowledge or a quarter of the knowledge and risk abandoning huge amounts of credits. Sure, if you want to take that risk and do it, go for it.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, folks, we're going to teach you the basics of how this works and how to get things rolling right away. If you do have something complicated, we'll work on that at a later time if you're willing to. And if you're not willing to do all the complicated work, send it in, but you have a risk of not getting all of the benefits and write-offs. What do we call them?
Oh, they'd be return credits.
Yeah, the return credits. That's it. Brain went away for a second. Okay, so that's pretty exciting and that's pretty clear, I think, as well. But in the beginning, we're just going to start with your credit and anything that is done on your credit. Is that correct?
Credit report is a really good place to start because there's no risk and you get to see the results and show it off to family and friends and get everybody on board.
Okay, great. So let's hit that up and we'll get going right on the credit report. So we're going to break this up into bite-sized pieces. So for now, what does one need to do to get started on this W-4 process and claim these credits?
Sure, get your hands on your credit reports.
Okay, and that's easy enough to do in these days, right? I mean, you can go to any one of the credit reporting apps and things they have out here. Now, the apps, will they give you a full credit report or do you have to order that?
That's up to you. You can get the generic report or get as detailed accounting as you want, either.
Okay, and they're available through a lot of these services. You could just Google, credit repair, or not credit repair, but credit apps and see. Let me ask you this too. Do you recommend getting a master file report, let's say from LexisNexis?
You can do that, sure. It depends on if you want to handle stuff coming into your mailbox that's readily at your fingertips and all the accounting is there. Have you went through all that and now you want to add more to your plate? I mean, that's all something you guys have to come to your own conclusion. Perhaps you just start with, the credit report and what's coming into your mailbox. Maybe you don't want to do anything extra right now. It's just everybody's going to have a different journey.
Okay. So that is your homework for this time, ladies and gentlemen. And we will see you shortly on the follow-up show. But for right now, go and find out how to get a copy of your credit report. And if the very next video will follow up with exactly what to do with that credit report on a W-4 form. So we'll see you in a little bit. You guys have a great day.